And good evening, everybody, from Willingboro, New Jersey. The rematch under the fog. There's not any breeze blowing right now. That's why you're just seeing that. That's what the players came out to before the game as we get set for the rematch between Willingboro and Sterling. This is the opening round of the South Jersey Group 2 playoffs. Sterling is 7. Willingboro is 2. The winner of this game tonight gets the winner of Nottingham 3, Haddon Heights 6. And Kevin, a little bit different tonight for Sterling. They have a couple players available who are not playing in that last game.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a big factor in the game tonight. Santino Savarese, defensive end, who's put a lot of pressure on different quarterbacks last week in the first half in Paulsboro, really did a nice job containing the outside and pressuring the quarterback. He's back, as well as Christian Valeriano, and also Malachi up on the offensive line are going to be back. So 3 key guys you're going to have back on the offense and the defense.
Sterling won the toss. They deferred, so they will kick off. Willingboro will receive. Willingboro going from our left to our right. This game went into overtime the last time we played. If you watched it here on YouTube, it was won 22-14. We'll get to some of the stats in that game. But Sterling set to kick off here. They're in the visiting white, and they'll move from our right to our left.
And if we remembered that game, it was a very much of a defensive game from Sterling and Willingboro. Both teams struggling a little bit offensively, but it was all a matter of field position too.
So Sterling set to kick off under the mist. There is not any breeze blowing. The flag is standing straight up and down. The temperature in the high 30s. Playoff opening round number 1. And I'll tell you what, there might be 50 people in the crowd for both sides. It's that kind of chilly. Not a lot of people out here, so we hope you're enjoying the game. Sterling to kick off, and it goes deep as we zoom it in here. This is Schomer, straight up the middle of the defense, and Willingboro will take over 1st and 10. That was actually Gibson. So Gibson on the carry. 1st and 10 for Willingboro. They came in 6-3. The one thing you got a heads up for, John, is they lost to Haddon Heights last week.
A surprising loss against Haddon Heights, not something that we didn't expect while we were at that Paulsboro game. And it's quite a shock to lose to Haddon Heights, who I believe weren't even considered to be in the playoffs.
Well, they are now. And what's funny, if Sterling wins and Haddon Heights wins, Sterling's at Haddon Heights next week. So we'll see. We have a long way to get there, as we'll zoom out a little bit more here. As it'll be 1st and 10. A little bit more to your left here, Nick. Our left, Nick. There we go. Our quarterback is Schomer. Man in motion. They go up the middle to Abney. Abney was trouble for Sterling in the first game. And right away in there on the tackle is Jumbo Reddick.
Again, one of those
game where Jumbo Reddick did a real nice job up front, clogging things up and giving room for the linebackers to come up and make plays, and they're really going to look for him to do a lot of that tonight.
2nd down and 9 for Willingboro. And we'll zoom in a little bit more here.
Let's not forget that Chris Schumer can really air out this ball, but they're looking more like to run.
Abney pushing forward. Abney's going to be about a half-yard shy of the 1st down. As we saw a lot of Abney in the first game, he's tackled by Rich Toussaint.
Yeah, especially as that game got towards the end in the 4th quarter, they really relied on Abney to do a lot, and was one of the big reasons why that game went in overtime and ultimately was a win for Willingboro.
3rd down and 1 for Willingboro, just underway. Abney, he'll get the 1st down up near midfield. He is just a handful to tackle. As in there on the tackle was Oz Lee. It's a 1st down.
Well, Abney gets to the line of scrimmage very quickly and had a good push off to that left side. But as you said, Tad, Abney's the type of kid where he can take kids and gets yards after contact, and you see him get about an extra 3 or 4 yards right there after that initial hit.
Well, Abney is also another one of those players. As soon as he gets going, it's going to get harder to tackle him as further down the line you go.
1st and 10. Why not? Abney again. Runs right over Jumbo carries a host of Knights with him. It's a gain of 15 down to the 30-yard line.
Well, about a yard after the run, he went shoulder to shoulder with a Sterling defender, and they always say low man's going to win, and Abney was the lower man right there. The defender bounced off, and Abney was able to get another 7 or 8 yards.
So from the 31, 1st and 10. First and 10 from the 31. Abney to the 25, brought down from behind. Rich to set in there. I'll tell you what, he looks like he's going to be a handful tonight to try and stop.
Yeah, tough to bring down, but I looked at that play right there. I think the key on that one, as we were saying prior to that, Abney was able to take some people with him, was the good push you got off to that right side. So he's tough enough, let alone going 4 or 5 yards into a run and not getting contact at that point.
We apologize for any technical difficulties we may be having tonight. It could be one of those nights here. So all I can tell you is bear with us as there's a new back in the backfield. And they give it to your new back in the backfield that time. That's Fryer. Now, Fryer not able to get back the original line of scrimmage. So that's good. At least if you're Sterling, you go to the sub.
Yeah.
Fryer's going to come out.
David Mayo was able to come in there and make a play. Looks like the linebackers are kind of setting up a little bit further back off the line of scrimmage right here. But I think the key in this game is what's going to happen up front. And right now, Sterling's defensive line up until that play has been getting pushed back.
3rd down and 4, first quarter, we have no score. We'll widen out a little to the left here. Zoom out a little to the left. There's your quarterback. There's the big man again. They cannot stop him. A 1st down and more. Down at the 10-yard line on the tackle there, Mekhi Morgan.
Yeah, it looks like they're double teaming at a point of attack. And again, you look at a kid like Abney who gets to the line of scrimmage very quickly, has an explosive burst, and really hit that second gear after he gets through there.
Well, Sterling knows that Willingboro got some speedy wide receivers, so they got to also worry about the.
Uh-oh, what just happened? We just lost something there. We apologize.
No gain on the play.
Sheree, can you help him turn that on? Sheree, can you help him turn him on with the? I apologize again. We're having technical difficulties here, folks. Is the power cord plugged in, guys? Is that power cord plugged in on the monitor on the top? There it is. It fell off. We apologize again. All right, I think we're getting closer to action here. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 11. Far side, Abney. Abney, good defensive play right there. I believe that was Nemo Butler-Mayu. They lose 3, 2nd and 13.
Well, good job by Mayu, and also a host of Sterling defenders not only getting to the outside, but blocking off that cutback right there. And interestingly enough, Willingboro, a team with speed, really hasn't gotten around the corner. In the 5 quarters they've played Sterling this year, it's been the runs up the middle, especially on this drive.
So we'll zoom out a little more, move to your left because Willingboro, there you go, right there. Willingboro has the ball. And it's going to be a pass play, scrambling, looking, gets it off, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Sterling on the near side of the field, and there he goes. Celebrating that is Deuce Everett.
There's going to be a flag on a play, though. This could either be against Sterling, but I think this might be a holding play.
We'll find the official on the right side over there. Down a little bit. We'll help our cameraman, Nick. Zoom out, Nick. You can find the gentleman with the white hair. There he is. And holding is the call, and they'll decline that, so it will be good.
Guys, I'm surprised they abandoned the run up the middle after moving down the field, getting to within on the 10-yard line, and went to the run to the outside, an area where Sterling had stopped, and then passed, and Sterling had a great pass rush.
Now Sterling will have it, and we will start with Sterling 1st and 10. Again, if you're checking in and out, we're aware we're having streaming issues. You just got to bear with us. We have technical things going on, folks. We're going to do the best we can. Hopefully it hangs on. 1st and 10, Sterling. Man in motion. Give it to the man in motion who's going to throw. They're going deep. Double coverage there. And it was dropped on the play. as they were trying to go to Deuce Everett, but double coverage on the play.
But I think there might be a flag on the play.
Where?
Near the offensive line where the...
All right, let's go get the official with the white hat. I do not see a flag myself. Where is it?
The referee just picked it up near the offensive line. I think this is going to be a holding.
All right, here we go. Trying to make his call here. He's having problems with this thing here. And the ultra man downfield against Sterling.
Yeah, and that can happen sometimes when you have that play that takes a little bit of time with Valeriano going to the outside, but don't be surprised if we don't see Valeriano throw the ball again at some point in this game.
So now you're looking at 2nd and 10. Good job to weave his way through. On the right side of your screen there, trying to carry that one was Nemo Butler Mayhew. Give him about 2.
Well, Sterling's going with the no-huddle offense and in an effort to kind of keep this defense off bounds and don't give them a chance to set up.
Again, if you're checking in with us, as we zoom out a little to the right, you'll see our running back on the right side of your screen. We're trying our best with the issues that we're having with the live broadcast tonight. Nice run here as it gets out to the 20-yard line, a gain of 7. It's going to leave him 4th and about 2.
And Sterling is looking, they will likely punt this one away.
All right, we'll get ready for the punter. As Sterling coming in, this is going to be a field position game. If you zoom out more to the right of your screen there, you'll see our kicker, Dylan Herbert, even more to the right, Nick. A little more and zoom out a little more. There he is. All right, we'll see what we get on this punt. And that is a flag. We'll see the official with the white hat in your screen there.
Well, let's hope if it's against Willingboro.
If it's against Willingboro, it's a 1st down.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense. 5 yards. Down is 4.
All right, so it's against Sterling.
And if I'm Willingboro right now, I have to feel pretty good about how this game's starting, other than obviously the interception. But they moved the ball down the field, and then you had the interception. But on the defensive side, they were able to stop Sterling and force him to punt.
4th and 7. End-over-end kick, going to be taken at the 42. Going around the outside on the carry, here's Gibson. Gibson, a nice open field tackle there made by Butler Mayhew. Otherwise, he may have taken that one back. Again, if you're watching live, we apologize. We tried to fix this earlier in the week. Unfortunately, our cell phone provider is not cooperating with us at the moment. We are doing the best that we can, so bear with us. Mr. Schulz, you were saying?
Well, Butler Mayhew made the tackle, but initially Sterling looked like they had him stopped. But great job running to the right side and getting upfield. Really having good vision, knowing what is over there on that right side, knowing where the open field was.
And during that punt, there was a flag on the play, so Willingboro loses quite a bit of yardage from that first where they returned it, and they're all the way back to their own 50.
So 5:11 to go, first quarter. Sterling catches a break there from the 48, 1st and 10. We'll set the formations. We zoom out a little bit here, Nick, to see who the running back is. To the left side of your screen. Left side. There you go. Looks like that's going to be Abney to start things off. Abney. Man, they
Flag
just
on the
cannot
play.
stop Abney at all as he goes through there, still pushing ahead. He's going to get a 1st down, but as John said, there was a flag at the beginning of the play. We'll see what this is with the official to the left side of your screen, John. Let's see. That was thrown early at the line of scrimmage. Well, let's see. Let's let them figure it out. And here he comes.
Formation. Offense. 5 yards.
All right, bring it back 5.
Willingboro just killed themselves here early on with penalties.
And again, that's what we saw in the last matchup, where Willingboro would have these great great plays, and then they would just kill themselves with penalties. It really has killed Willingboro's offense, and Sterling was able to stay alive in that game, of course, and it's right now looking like the same way as of right now in this playoff game.
So 1st and 15. Pass play, going deep down the far sideline, has a man there. Pretty good covers, and it's knocked down, and a penalty flag is thrown on the play. It was intended for Hughes. On the coverage was Oz Lee. And we'll get the official here on the left side.
Really close battle between the...
But once you get your hands on the receiver and they were outstretched, you're going to get called for that every time.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Willingboro. 4:35 to go here, first quarter. We have no score. As we zoom it out now a little bit, and we'll show you who has the ball on the left side of your screen. We'll zoom it out some more. There you go. You'll see Abney on the left side. Abney. Boy, Abney is tough. Across the 30. He's going to gain almost 8 as he's tackled by Potts.
And they got the pass interference on the previous play, but I'm surprised they just don't go with the run up the middle until Strong finds a way to stop them. And right now, Strong, sitting in their base defense, at some point is going to have to stunt, do something, blitz to make something happen, gain penetration into the backfield.
It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Delay here. This is Bright. Bright pushes ahead. He's pulled down from behind by Tuzette after he gains a 1st down and a gain of 4.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Bright. You see, prior to that, Abney was just getting the line of scrimmage quickly, going to that predetermined hole. Good job by Bright, though, kind of adjusting to what was happening.
All right, it's going to be a 1st and 10 now for Willingboro. Inside the 30 from the 26. Big man again. Just cannot be stopped. He's tackled at the 18-yard line by Deuce Everett after a gain of about 7.
Yeah, you see Bright there. And very interestingly, looking at these two backs, Bright and Abbey, have different styles. Bright's more of a guy that just goes and picks the hole, doesn't go quick to the hole, kind of surveys what's in front of him, then reacts to what's in front of him. Whereas Abbey's the guy that gets the line of scrimmage quickly, takes people with him.
2nd down and 3. Abney, this time the left side. Sterling does a good job stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you see Bright try to bounce it out to the outside. Sterling with a host of defenders over there. Good job by the linebackers and the defensive backs reacting to that bounce out to the outside and coming in and making the play.
As soon as one player gets onto him, 3 more gets onto him.
2 minutes, 15 seconds to go, first quarter. It's 3rd down and 3. Abney. Abney going to get the 1st down as he is tackled that time by Nemo Butler-Mayu. That'll move the chains.
And there you see the difference between Abney and Bright. And maybe it's a play design differently for each back, but Abney just gets the ball, gets to the line of scrimmage very quickly and is able to gain the 1st down. And Sterling, again, has really not had any penetration in the offensive backfield of Willingboro. Give credit to the offensive line.
1st and 10. We'll show you the left side more. A shotgun. Abney, a blitz in the backfield, and Sterling going to cause a loss there. Great job in on the tackle. On the blitz was Dylan Herbert.
Yeah, that's a great play call. Like we said, you could see sitting on the base defense, Sterling was really having a lot of problems. So,
loss of 5.
As we zoom out a little bit here, Nick, and show the running back in the quarter. There they are. This is a draw play for Bright. Bright not able to go far as Potts in there in the stop. Going to leave him 3rd and about 11.
Well, good job of Sterling with containment, forcing Bright to cut things back. But again, very impressed with this young man as well as Abbey and his ability to cut back. But Obviously, Sterling with the blitz has put Willingboro in a tough situation here.
Well, this is going to be, it is definitely 2-down territory for Willingboro. 4th down territory.
3rd down and 11. They do want to pass. Going to the end zone, man there. Defender on him, overthrown. It is caught. I'm sorry. That was caught on the play by Gibson. Osley thought he had the coverage. He was out of bounds, but he was inbounds. So it is 6-0.
Osley again right there, kind of mistimed his jump, and they throw to the corner and get 6. And one of the few times, they've thrown a couple times where Sterling's really put some good pressure on Schumer, but not that time. He was able to set his feet and threw it right to the right area where only his receiver could get it, and he was able to haul it in for a touchdown.
Of course, looking at that during that play and all, as you said, Osley jumps a little too early, but looking at him right now, his expression right now, he felt like he could have got that.
We'll widen it out a little bit. There you go. You can see it's going to be a 2-point conversion.
We've seen this formation before.
Near side and in for the 2-point conversion is Gibson. 23 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's 8-0.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. We have the Commanders with the lead 8.
It's going to be a short kick. Potts from his 20 gets a good hop. He wants to go far side. Now cuts it off, and he is crushed at the 34, but pretty good field positioning there.
Yeah, that's a real nice run back by Potts, and he just really does a good job, whether it's a bounce on a punt or a kickoff, with getting it and not only fielding it cleanly, but having a good sense of knowing where to cut, and put Sterling in pretty comfortable field position out to the 34-yard line.
Again, we apologize. Everyone's texting me and checking in that are used to our quality broadcast. We are obviously not quality broadcast tonight. We are trying to work through it. We apologize is all I can tell you right now. 1st and 10 from the 34 as we pan a little to the right. We pan a little to the right here. There you go. Looks like a power I formation, like this. Going to the running game. Good run here. Could be about 9. As Sterling with the power run for Nemo Butler-Mayhew.
Well, this is the first time Sterling had the ball since they started out in the initial drive where they were 3 and out. But if you remember, one play they got 3 yards, another one they got 6. And they're going to have to get this running game going, no question about it.
That's the end of the first quarter. Sterling trails Willingboro 8-0 here. It's Andrew Campbell in the backfield. Sterling will take it here on 1st and 10 from the power I again. Send a man in motion. Go back to the far side, right side of your screen. There he goes, off to the races and a 1st down. And a gain of nearly 20 yards. As Sterling even fooled our cameraman there.
Yeah, great play fake in the backfield. Good job getting the line of scrimmage quickly. And the motion took one of the defensive backs out of the play. And a lot of times, those guys are there as run defenders. Great play call by Sterling.
1st and 10, the fullback pushes ahead. Going to get about 3 or 4 yards.
And honestly, I'm really liking this I formation. You could do many different types of plays. You saw all 3 types of plays you could really do, and it gives Sterling a lot of choices to make.
And you're going to get movement, I believe, against Sterling. That'll move them back 5, make a 2nd and 7, a 2nd and 12.
Ball start, offense, 5 yards.
I believe that's the first penalty for Sterling. Obviously, Willingboro has really been hurt by penalties, and of course the 1 turnover, or they could possibly be up by 2 scores at this point.
Sterling had another penalty during the punt.
Very good, John. Thank you.
That was also a false start on them too.
2nd and 13, nice move here. Pushing ahead is Butler-Mayhew. He gets about 6 back. It'll leave him 3rd and a long 5.
Wow, what a great run by Butler-Mayhew. It's one thing to make people miss in the open field, but when somebody gains penetration and you make a miss right from the start, very impressive.
Draw, pushing ahead, close to a first down. Going to be probably 2 yards shy.
Now, what do you call here? Do you go for it or do you take a punt?
Nah, you're going to go for it here. You're definitely not punting. You're on there.
I like the way Schulz speaks.
But hey, you know, the run's been working for them out of the I formation with the lead blocker. So I would just stick with that because
You can
Willingboro
see
hasn't had
how
an
far
answer.
they have to get. It's 4th down and that much. Butler Mayu in the tailback position. They give it to the fullback, who, depending on the spot, right now I don't know.
Boy, this is close.
You can see how they walk in just across the line.
I'm going to guess they're a little bit short.
That would be my initial guess, Kevin. They're looking at it. Willingboro is saying no. They may have to. Yeah, they're going to call timeout, bring the chains in, and he is short. A little more than the length of the football short. So Willingboro will get it back with 10 minutes to go. Send a man in motion. Abney gets by 2 men, still pulling men. Man, what an amazing run. Atkins wanted on the stop, but he could have lost yardage, actually got about 2.
Yeah, and the thing that's encouraging about that play for Sterling is at the point of attack, you know, Abney's just been going to a set hole and having room there. They forced him to bounce it out to the outside and got him with numbers and got him low. And that's what you're going to have to do, gang tackle and hit Abney low to bring him down.
2nd down and 8. They split the wideouts for Schomer. Abney. Again,
Ball loose.
dragging some players with him as Abney was able to pick it up.
Ball
Gains about 2. It'll leave him 3rd and about, actually didn't gain anything. 3rd and 7.
Sterling almost gets a fumble on that play. I saw that ball drop, and he was still up, and Willingboro very lucky on that play right there.
That's why we rely on your 18-year-old eyes to pick that up, John.
3rd down and 8. 8:50 to go here in the first half. It's 8-0 Willingboro.
Boy, what a big play here with 8:43 remaining in this second quarter.
3rd down and 8.
Watch the pass play. You could see a wide receiver screen.
3 wide outs to the far side. He looks that way. Gets by 1. Still scrambling. Flag flies. Probably coming back. Incomplete. Most likely that you would think, Kevin, they'll decline this and force the punt. And we'll show you the official with the white hat coming in the middle of the field there. There he is. I would think Coach Harris would decline.
10 yards is 10 yards, and it's one of those where
Yeah, they're gonna.
Sterling coming, gets the kickoff. It's going to bounce it about the 40, hits a Sterling player, and Sterling is able to jump on it as it hit Deuce Everett. And Kevin, that's just bad luck.
Yeah.
It's kind of an offset eye here. Morgan follows the block of Atkins. Not able to get the edge, though, as all over that was Willingboro. Kareem Nasir on the stop.
Yeah, good push to the left side. That was a play basically stopped by, real nice play by the defenders, the defensive backs and linebackers of Willingboro getting to the outside.
3rd and 10 they have it marked as here. And this play is going to go, no, it was 2nd and 10, as now they flip it to 3rd. That play goes nowhere. Now it's going to be 3rd and about 9.
That was Morgan for the Sterling 7.
actually not going to be 3rd and 9. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Thank you for the correction, John. They were close. 3rd and 7. From the deep back position now is Jameer Rowe. Fake it. Rolling right. Gets the pass off, and it was knocked down. Luckily not intercepted, as one of the defenders in there got his hand on it. Now a whistle has stopped play. We have a flag down at the 30-yard line. And we turn to the left here, Sheree. Yep, let's see what's happening here. I don't know if this is a coverage penalty. They're looking at Willingboro. Let's see what they say.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, tight end was covered. Decline, 4th down.
All right, Morgan into punt. He's going to punt about his own 20-yard line. Look out. Straight up. Nice kick here. Bright going to let it bounce. Takes a slight Sterling bounce and will die at the 41-yard line.
I like to see this
over center.
Wide receiver screen.
They're going near side. He can pass if he wants. The pressure's on. Sterling reads it. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Potts. Potts goes far side, and a play that probably should not have been thrown by the wide receiver, and Sterling gets it back.
And that's the one where you just want to go down, and you're always telling your quarterback that, but a wide receiver is not used to being in a situation where he's passing the ball. He wants to make something happen, but, boy, that's a no-no. That's probably one of the easier interceptions Trey Potts will ever have in his career.
He literally just had to stand there and watch it come to him. That is as much as I could say. Really.
You would have had it, John. It's like a goalie,
yeah.
Soccer goalie, just waiting for that high kick to come down.
So Sterling with the turnover picks it up. 1st and 10, 6:50 to go in the first half.
Christian's going to be
They
under
trail
center.
it 8-0. So as you mentioned, in the quarterback here is Christian Valeriano. He took a couple snaps last week as well. So Valeriano in over center. Sends a man in motion. That's Rowe. Handoff up the middle. And able to get 3 or 4 as pushing ahead was Butler Mayhew.
Well, what you have in Valeriano, obviously he doesn't have the experience at the varsity level quarterback, but he's a kid who can get the ball downfield. And the other thing, guys, is you got Trey Potts as a weapon. I think that's equally as important.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and about 7 for Sterling. So we'll widen out a little bit here and show you the other team, what they're doing here. Mayhew. Mayhew's going to get out to about the 35-yard line, make it a manageable 3rd down.
Well, there's that I formation, and again, the key to drives being successful is getting those third manageable situations. And it all starts with Sterling showing the I formation and using that lead blocker to get some space in there.
3rd down and a long 3 from the 35. Again, Valeriano in as quarterback. Butler Mayhew straight back. They give this one to Atkins. The ball is loose, and Willingboro has it. And Kevin, that's the kind of thing that happens when you have what you call a backup quarterback in there.
Yeah, it looks like it was a bad exchange, and that's that one play that they tried when it was 4th and 1. Having that quick hitter to the lead back, but that play really was not in good shape from the get-go with the bad exchange, and Willingboro taking advantage of it here now with getting the ball at their own 41-yard line.
So from the 41, 1st and 10, 5:27 to go, first half, it is 8-0 Sterling. So just when Sterling gets the gift interception, they give it right back. 1st and 10. Abney taking a David for a ride there as he gets about 6.
And I think this is...
And Willingboro will call timeout with 5:14 remaining in the second. John, you were saying?
And this is where I think Willingboro is going to go with their main running back.
Abney standing next to Schomer. Abney's been the workhorse today. And whistle here at the line of scrimmage, most likely you would think against the offense. And there's our official.
Offense, 5 yards, 2nd down.
All right, it is against Willingboro. So just when Willingboro, you feel like they're doing it, that's the 2nd or 3rd time they've gotten a penalty to hurt themselves.
Yeah, and not only, obviously the yards back, but it just disrupts your flow and your rhythm that you're trying to develop on the offensive side of the ball.
Abney spins out of it. He was hit by Butler Mayhew. No gain on that. That was kind of crafty to spin out of that.
Well, if you can hold up your blocker and force Abney to bounce out to the outside, I think you're doing your job, because these Sterling defensive backs and linebackers have quickness and great recovery speed in making plays when that happens.
3rd down and 9 from their own 44. 2 wideouts near side, 2 wideouts to the far side. Abney the lone setback.
Prediction is going to be a pass play.
Schomer wants to throw. Pressure on, and he will not be able to throw, as he's going to be sacked by Jameer Richardson, who leads the team in sacks. He now has 7.
Now that's that great pass rush, and you see Jameer Richardson really making his man pay. He's the type of kid.
I believe it's Potts back at his own 40. Nice high kick. Potts calls fair catch, does catch it at the 36. 3:28 to go first half. Sterling with the ball, trailing at 8-0. And Kevin. So Valeriano holds in. He's got Butler Mayhew behind him. Single back. We have not seen Valeriano throw one yet. And he rolls, gets by 1. Wisely cuts upfield to get any positive yardage at all. May have gotten 2.
Does a good job, but we actually have seen him throw a couple times so far into this game, and we saw the one where they tried to do a little bit of trickery with Christian Valeriano.
Valeriano, yep. Now they bring Valeriano out, and I believe Potts comes in over center. He has Butler Mayhew behind him. This is a 2nd and 8. Blitz on up the middle. Butler Mayhew gets by the blitz, and then a nice tackle on the edge after a gain of about 3.
Yeah, they guessed that Sterling would go to the right side. Blitz there, went to the left side, and that's a shame because there was some open daylight. Just got tripped up a little bit, or Sterling probably would have had a first down on that run play off to the left side.
And with a blitz like that, you can always leave daylight open for a running back, and Sterling could have even maybe take one to the house.
It's going to be a 3rd down and 5. Potts is going for it. Has a man there just long for Deuce Everett. He had pretty good coverage on him, and a nice throw on the play. And it will bring it back at the line of scrimmage. Really nicely thrown ball here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be holding as it goes to the referee goes to the Willingboro's bench.
I think he wants to move him back. A great throw, Kevin. I was very impressed with that throw.
Yeah, he had time, and I'll tell you what, both defenses are really amping things up after they both started out on their base dig. Right there, Willingboro went with a double blitz, leaving a cornerback isolated in a one-on-one situation. Obviously, at the end of that play, you had the safety come over for help. But Potts had some time, set the feet, just threw it a little bit long. But obviously, it was, in the end, going to be negated by the hold up front.
So 3rd and real long. I'm going to call it almost 20. But that's at least an encouraging pass. So from the shotgun, it's Potts. He wants to throw. Across the middle, Valeriano catches it, and a real well-thrown ball. It is a 1st down at the 49.
Wow.
And Valeriano is hurt.
A well-thrown ball, and even better catch in traffic by Christian Valeriano, taking a hit, but getting a huge 1st down right around midfield.
As we hit a 1st and 10 after a beautiful pass play there. Handoff. Trying to go somewhere with that is Butler Mayhew, as he's lucky to get back the original line of scrimmage. In there on the stop that time was Bright.
Willingboro continuing to be aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, forcing them back to bounce it out to the outside and then making the play.
Handoff. Boy, great hit on the edge right there. That was Kareem Nasir.
Loss of 3 on the play.
Sterling cannot do anything. It was fortunate they got that nice pass play. This is going to leave him third and about 12.
Yeah, Willingboro's too quick at the linebacker position, and even these defensive backs coming up as run stoppers. And, you know, they get to the speedy backs going to the outside, but I think the more important thing is not only do they get there, but they get there under control, and that really enables them to make those plays.
3rd down and 11 as we widen it out just a little bit to show you the Willingboro side. Potts on the hand, up around the neck on it almost looked like a possible face mask, but it had him under his neck. No gain, 4th and 11, and Willingboro will call time with 42 seconds remaining in the first half.
And a big decision from Coach Harris is
snap is good. Nice high kick. Gibson wants it. Takes it at the 25 by 1. Across the 30 and going to get up to about the 40 with 29 seconds remaining, and I believe Willingboro has 1 timeout remaining.
I like the pressure that Sterling's going to be able to bring here with the 4-man front.
Schomer wants to pass, and there's that pressure. Flag flies. It is complete far side as it's caught on the play by Jason Harris. The flag in the middle of the field, usually bad news for the offense. As we go to the right side and pick up the white official with the white hat. There he is in the middle of your screen. I think you take him back just to run some more clock.
No doubt about it.
Again, there's 18 seconds to go here in the first. He wants to pass. He's going across the middle, has a man there, it's caught. That is Rice. Rice catches it shy of midfield, and unless they change it, there is 0 on the clock. The referees are looking. Let's see what they decide. And that is the end of the half. So we've made it to the half. 8-0 Willingboro. We'll take a break. And welcome back, everybody. Tad Kozaniewski, Kevin Schulz. John Hallwood set for second half action. Sterling trailing at 8-0. Kevin, what does Sterling have to do as they get the ball to start the second half?
I'll tell you, it's been a challenge, I think, to get the ball downfield, and Willingboro knows that. You're seeing Willingboro increasingly in that first half, stunning more. You know, they started with a single blitz. By the time they got to the end of that first half, it looked like they went with a couple double blitzes. And right now, this is a Sterling team, especially up front, that's overwhelmed with what Willingboro's done on the defensive side of the ball.
John, we'll see what happens here, but Sterling's got to get the offense going.
They have got to get something going. The I formation has seemed to be working for Sterling, but you got to get something going on the passing game.
I agree. You have to get the ball downfield, and you know, that was the struggle last week, and it continues to be a problem.
Well, when you can't do it on offense, maybe you can do it on special teams. Sterling sends back Everett and Potts. They're both standing at their own 10-yard line. In to kick is Andrew Campbell. Sterling trailing 8-0, second half underway. Looks like this is Potts. Potts across the 30, tries to get the edge, 35. Taken down on the tackle there by Harris. Sterling will take over 1st and 10 from about the 33. I formation. 1st and 10 Sterling from the 34. They've had some success with this. Butler Mayhew gets the end across the corner and down at the 50-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 15 and a first down.
And that's an impressive play considering Willingboro had everybody up in the box. I mean, they really had everybody within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage, only one safety back. And for Sterling to have success running off to the left side is a good way to start out in the second half.
So 1st and 10 exactly from midfield. Butler Mayhew, the deep back. 1st and 10. Willingboro almost jumped, and now they give it to Atkins, and Atkins is going to lose about 2.
Yeah, they showed double blitz, but went with the single blitz off to the Willingboro right side, Sterling left side, and ran right into contact right there, and that's how Willingboro is gaining penetration. And again, we said this throughout the first half, doing a good job disrupting the execution in that backfield.
2nd down and 12 for the Silver Knights. They trail it 8-0. It's the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Again, it's going to come down to Potts is going to have to make some passing plays at some point in this game.
And I just got confirmation on who the girls will be playing on Tuesday.
And we'll get to that in 1 second as a man goes in motion on 2nd down. Fake on the near side. They fumble it as the ball goes all the way back to the 32 or 33 yard line. They tried something fancy there, Kevin, and weren't able to get it going. 3 wideouts, near side. Valeriano is not on the field at the moment. Setback in the backfield is Butler Mayhew. Why not throw one deep if you get there? He rolls right. Pressure's on. Steps inside, and this is going to go out of bounds. Look out, cheerleaders. Potts looks like he's in to snap it again. He's done a good job since he came into the Paulsboro game to snap. Tell you what, Potts does it all. Nice snap here. Nice high kick. And taken at the 45, and Sterling fortunate as he trips there. He's covered on the play by Tino Severis. Schomer with 2 backs to his right. The big man. Kevin, I don't know why they changed from this. I mean, every time he carries, it's at least 6 yards. 6 yards there.
Yep. I mean, do it till they find a way to stop you.
It's Nasir Abney.
And I mean, even if you're going to pass, I would think you'd do it off of play action with that play. And their pass plays are definitely designed pass plays that are set pass plays and not out of the play action.
2nd down and 4. Abney still on his feet. By another. To the 40, to the 39. That's going to be a gain of 10. I would announce in the PA system, ladies and gentlemen, Nasir Abney is going to carry the ball the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Try to stop him.
But this is the same way they started out the beginning of the game. Then you had the penalties, you had the interception, and now we have Andrew Kane showing up.
Mr. Fix-It is in the building.
Andrew Kane saving our butts again.
He's trying, man. If anyone can do it, it's Andrew. He's got an awesome set of tools. He can fix anything. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 40. This time, this is Bright. Bright, again, Kevin, they changed the plan. He tries to go outside. J.J. Berry on a tackle there.
And it's a different, Bright's a different style of runner, but to me,
Butler
and they
Mayhew,
run plays that kind of are set for the way he kind of picks and chooses his holes, but I think if you do that, you're really playing in the Sterling's defense's hands because you're giving them time to penetrate and make plays. And I think with Abbey, you're getting them in the line of scrimmage quickly. And again, Sterling's not had an answer for the play to Abbey.
And you'd have to think he's getting it here, 2nd and 11. And he goes up the middle, and a flag flies at the point of attack. Now, here comes that penalty. You think this might be against Sterling then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to go back for a holding.
You got to hold? I got a face mask, John. You got to hold?
Looks like Willingboro's moving back.
Yeah,
Let's see.
You're right. Way to go, John.
The official to the left side of your screen. There he is.
Okay. Well, we'll take it. And guys, there's the penalties.
There
right?
it is.
You were moving the ball with Abney just like you were initially in this game. And then you've got the penalties. Puts you in a tough spot.
2nd and long. This looks like 2nd and about 22. This has just been a crazy game tonight for many reasons, some technical. 2nd and 22. Abney. This time Sterling there. They grab him down at the ankles. A beautiful tackle getting into the backfield.
Well, looked like they went with a blitz to the near side, and Sterling, much like Willingboro, is relying on the stunts to gain penetration. And boy, the other thing about that penalty is you were in 4-down territory, and I don't know that you can say that right now with the ball on the Willingboro 46-yard line.
2 wideouts far side, 2 wideouts to the near side. Bright is the lone setback. This is 3rd and about 22.
They're going to go and try and heave the ball up and hopefully get that first down. If not, make it a better 4th down.
Still, now there's some room on this left side. Sterling closes quickly as they push him out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds on the play by Potts at the 49-yard line. And probably, yeah, you're going to see the punt team come on here.
And a good job by Sterling right there. You see in the definite passing situation, they only go with a 3-man rush. And obviously you're not putting as much pressure as a 4-man rush, but just enough to not give Schumer a lot of time and forcing Willingboro to punt here.
So Willingboro into punt. They're going to punt about their own 40-yard line. Sterling with Potts stands back at his 20. Sterling coming. Beautiful kick. And you saw a pull down by Deuce Everett there. He let that one ride. 6:07 to go. It's 1st and 15. Butler Mayhew. He's going to get about 2 or 3 back now in that second effort. Might have got 4 bodies flying off the screen to the right. Both players cleared out. As in there was Jameer Rowe. It was off your screen off that top side there.
Yeah, good job by the officials getting in there in a hurry.
Jameer Rowe doing a good job to clear between the 2 players, actually.
And if you're a coach on teams that have been penalized like these teams have, that's the last thing you need.
2nd and 12 for Sterling. 5:35 remaining, 3rd quarter. They trail it 8-0. This is a dangerous area. You want to try to throw, but throwing has not gone well. And I have not seen Valeriano back on the field. It's up to the underclassmen and Potts. Potts wants to throw, pressure on. He gets loose, throws it, coming back to try and catch it. Did he catch it?
They say that he did.
That is caught on the play by Jameer Rowe, a freshman who had to run back and catch that. And we want to thank Andrew Kane for getting us back on live. I don't know how he did
Andrew.
it. We'll increase his pay.
Well, what a great job by Trey Potts, taking on pressure, adjusting, rolling to that left side, and an even better catch by Jameer Rowe.
Potts hands off, pushing for what is enough for a 1st down. As Sterling now showing signs of life.
Yeah, nice series of plays right here. First with Trey Potts rolling out, evading pressure, and getting the ball to Jameer Rowe, putting them in a 3rd and makeable situation, and they're able to convert.
So 1st and 10 Sterling as we move a little to the left side here. You see your running backs there. Butler Mayhew with Atkins. Can they put a drive together? Butler Mayhew finds the edge, finds a 1st down in Willingboro territory, out to the 46 and a 1st down.
Boy, a nice job of misdirection by Sterling. I think that play had them looking at Potts and thinking Potts was going to roll out to the wide side, went short side. Right now, Sterling's getting into an offensive rhythm that I don't know that we thought they would get into in this second half, but kudos to the kids out there and the coaches.
Well, it's Sterling early on in this drive, so Sterling still has to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
1st and 10, Butler Mayhew going to get out to the 44, gain of about 2. We have 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go if you're just joining us live. 3rd quarter, Sterling with the ball. They trail it 8-0. 2nd down and 7. If Sterling can do this without passing, more the better. They want to pass. Gets by 2, not by the 3rd, and it is a sack and a loss of about 6 or 7 back at the 49-yard line. In there was Jarrell Taylor. And down on the play is Jumbo, I believe, is down on the play. Butler Mayhew is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it, as he is stopped on the play by Jaheim Johnson.
Well, the one advantage you have and what you were able to do there for a little bit and getting a few first downs is with a decent punt, you're kind of on the better end in the field position battle here.
So the punt team is in as we zoom out here. Sterling going to punt. More to the left here, Nick. He's going to punt. And we'll zoom out some more. Again, Willingboro going to get the ball back at their own 25 if they can get this punt off. Good snap. Protection good. Nice high kick. Going to go about the 30. Takes a Willingboro bounce. Gets out to the 37. Nasir Abney, the running back, has been trouble tonight. And he will take one right here. And he is real trouble here. Cross midfield, across the 40. It takes 3 Knights to bring him down. It's a gain of 23.
Now, there's been times where they've given Abby's face contact 3-4 yards into the run. Not that one, though. He didn't get contact until about 10 yards into the run and took the defenders another 10 yards.
That was impressive. And again, why they don't keep giving it to him. 1st and 10 from the 39. Takes it again, delays. And again, if you're just checking us out live, we've seen this most of the night, but at a certain point, it's either a penalty or another play that gives Sterling life.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Sterling reacts here. I know a couple times they blitzed. Sometimes they were successful in guessing what side Abbey was going to go to. But if you guess wrong, he can definitely make you pay.
Final 40 seconds, 3rd quarter. Sterling down 8-0. In the backfield now is Fryer. Fryer takes the handoff. And again, this is just what we talked about. As soon as somebody else takes the ball, they go nowhere. And into the game will be Abney. He'll come in from the bottom side of your screen.
Well, you got to know that you got to have to rest him eventually, of course. Take him out for a few plays, let him catch his breath. And
well, with that said, he's going to get a longer break because that is the end of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters here from Willingboro. Willingboro leads this game by a score of 8-0. Abney has done most of the damage for Willingboro. Abney. He will get the 1st down and more as he is taken down from behind by Mayo David. Going to put the ball out at about the 25 of Sterling.
Now that's a big conversion for Willingboro to start out this 4th quarter, especially when you consider they're deep in the Sterling end of the field. Getting a big 1st down.
4th quarter of this playoff game, trying to see who can advance. Right now, it's an 8-0 lead, 11:35 to play in the game. Abney, look out here. Abney across the 20, down at the 15-yard line. He's tackled on the play by Everett, about a yard or 2 shy of the 1st down.
Nothing fancy about this, John. They're just going with what's working, and it's definitely working with Abney. Off to the right, off to the left, up the middle.
Anywhere that he's been going, he's been gaining yards, and it's very few times that Sterling has stopped him at the line or even behind the line.
2nd down and 2 for Willingboro. They lead it 8-0, under 11 minutes to go in the game. Abney, he slips this time, but even on the slip, I believe he has enough for the 1st down.
And just remembering this is going to probably will actually be my last football game if Sterling does not win this. So
yeah, it's been 4 years with this. You started, what, was Haddonfield your first game?
I believe so. It was whatever my freshman year. You guys played Triton, and then the next game I can't quite remember after Triton who you played next.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Sterling's defense has got to come up big here. They trail at 8-0 here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1st and 10 from the 15. Man in motion. Abney follows the man in motion. This time Sterling able to meet him at the line. But again, even when they do that, he's able to string it out. It's in there on the initial stop was Jeremiah Davis, 2nd and 10.
Now, with his ability to run low and take on defenders, even if you get to him at the line of scrimmage, he's going to take it for an extra yard or two.
And you could see during that play, they were trying to strip the ball off of him, but always keep those two hands on and a firm grip on that ball.
2nd down and 10 for Willingboro. They lead it 8-0, 9:40 and counting to play in this game. Send a man in motion. Near side of the field. This time Bright. Bright with a flag down, and this has been the formula the entire game. If you're just tuning in, we'll see the official with the white hat to the left, as I believe that, yep, this is going to be holding. It's coming back, and Kevin, this has happened on every drive tonight for Willingboro.
Yeah, and the other thing is Sterling's strength is when you go to the outside, they get a lot of defenders out there, and Willingboro has not had success in going around the outside all night, and we're very limited in having success when they played Sterling the last time. Not sure why, again, why Willingboro just doesn't stick with Abby going tackle to tackle.
Like I said earlier before we fixed the live stream, you could announce if I was the coach, the PA system. Abney's getting it right, he's getting it left, he's getting it up the middle and stop him. Sterling has not been able to stop him. This is Willingboro stopping themselves. 2nd down and 20. Abney kind of trips, and now he's wrapped up and brought down by Rich Toussaint. Now everyone's going to join for the rugby scrum. Maybe got a yard. It's going to be 3rd and long. Well, at least if you're Willingboro, you're in the range where you could throw one to the end zone if you like.
You're in 4-down territory. But again, that one play, the penalty, and when it puts you in a passing situation, that's the strength of the Sterling defense with their ability to put pressure on Schumer, the quarterback.
3rd and 20, 8 minutes, 20 seconds to play in the game. Willingboro with the lead, 8-0. A huge defensive stand here for Sterling. We'll zoom it out a little bit. You could get a pass on this play.
It's going to be a pass play. I can feel it. I'm predicting the pass play.
And they do. Looking, the pass is off, and it's almost picked off. As going in for that was Deuce Everett. He's got to watch taunting here. He had it all, and there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage, as in the middle of things was Dylan Herbert in with one of the Willingboro players. And
I have to think that's going to be, well, this is a key point in the game, and kudos to the officials really talking this one over, making sure they're going to hopefully get it right.
All right, we're going to listen in. They have him mic'd, so let's see what we can hear here.
Yeah, they're going to be offsetting. That's the right call. Good call.
Straight back. Goes across the middle, overthrows his intended receiver, trying to get it in for Rice. A turnover on down. Sterling going to have a chance to tie it as they pick it up on their own 25. The problem is they're fortunate if they even have 30 yards of offense. So 1st and 10 Sterling. One setback. We'll pan to the right a little bit on 1st and 10. And trying to push ahead there is Butler Mayu, maybe for a yard, maybe for 2.
And honestly, this is where you got to start going for pass plays. I don't think the run game is going to be too much to really help you. Of course, you get a few breakaways here and there, but you want a big play, and you got to look through the air.
Well, you've got some speed with Rowe and Everett on the outside. Obviously, Valeriano is not in the game, so you don't have the height for those one-on-one battles with the defenders.
2nd and 10. Mayhew up the middle, going to get about 9 and be about a yard shy of the first down. Nice tackle by Bright.
Well, kind of doing what Willingboro's done most of the night with just a quick hitter to Mayhew. Gets to the line of scrimmage in a hurry, and a good job up front by that Sterling offensive line.
3rd down and 1 for the Silver Knights. 6:51 and counting to play here in this game. Butler Mayhew, and he is not going to make it. He's going to be a good yard shy of the first down with 6:36 and counting in this game.
And again, that's where you go for your I formation, and Sterling doesn't do that. They go for just the one running back in the back, and
well, this is going to be,
Yeah,
this might be it right here, folks.
definitely, yep.
6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. 4th and 1. 4th and 1.
watch the screen.
Look for them to try to get Willingboro to jump offside.
It's a long one as well. Option play. Potts wants to keep it, and he is not going to make it. So Willingboro able to hold yet again, as offense has been the problem for Sterling. And unfortunately, Potts is more of a running back player, so that's a play you kind of like with him there. And
Yeah.
since they lost Thompson at the beginning of the season, it's cold out, and then lost him with his knee injury, this has been an uphill battle all year for Sterling. It's a credit that they're even in the playoffs.
Yeah, no question about it. And a great job by the Willingboro defense right there, showing great discipline on the option, having everything covered, and also defending against that quick cutback that Trey Potts had.
1st and 10 from the 32. Sterling cannot give up any points. The big man again, Abney, trying to pull him down from behind. You're not going to do that, Dylan Herbert. And he may have a first down on that carry. Potts a little slow getting up on the left side of your screen.
You know, you talk about trying to make things happen. This is where if Abby has one of the types of runs that he's had all night where he's taking people with him, if I'm a second man in, boy, I'm going to try to strip the ball at this point.
1st and 10 again for Willingboro. We now have 5:23 and counting. Willingboro leads at 8-0 here in the 4th. This time, this is Bright. Bright gets a 4, 5, 6, gets loose and gets into the end zone. Touchdown by Bryson Bright, and Willingboro increases the lead to 14-0 with 5:06 remaining.
Well, when you have that ground attack that pounds you tackle to tackle, after a while you're going to be worn out. You're going to lean instead of keep your legs in front of you. And Bright just spun off a few tacklers and was able to go in and extend this to a 2-score game and pretty much solidifying a first-round playoff win for Willingboro.
Going to go for 2 with a 14-0 lead. 5:06 to play in this one. Bright in there with Abney. Fake it, pass play, and dropped. Bright had the 2 points in his hands and dropped it. So you have 5:06 remaining in the game. Sterling now trails at 14-0. Campbell to kick off.
Wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't one of those squibs that made it tough to handle. Maybe have one of the up backs. Yeah, and that's what they're doing. But it's going to go through.
Potts wants it at his own 20. Straight up the middle. Good field position to the 40. But again, Sterling offensively they have tried everything. I know we've been on and off with the live broadcast. You can't say the coaching staff haven't tried different formations, different plays, different players.
And I think ultimately the inability to get the ball downfield. I mean, we had the one play to Christian Valeriano for about 35 yards. But other than that, you're looking at a Willingboro defense that knows that they really don't have to cover that area of the field. And, you know, when you have a defense that brings everybody up after a while, they have the numbers.
So 4:59 remaining. Sterling down 14-0. Potts in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. That's Morgan. Looking. Gets the pass off, and it was nearly picked off by Bryson Bright.
And Bright had some room. Looked like he had some room upfield if he was able to handle that one.
In case you're wondering, in the playoffs, the normal teams of West Deptford and Haddonfield, West Deptford is not in the playoffs this year. Had a really strange season, not in it. Haddonfield is in the playoffs, but they were put in the Central Jersey bracket. That's why you're not seeing them in the South Jersey area. 2nd down and 10. 4:53 remaining. Man in motion near side. Going to flood the near side of the field. Potts looks. Gets it off. It's caught by Everett. Everett gets a 1st down, and that's going to be a gain of about 17 with a flag dropped at the end of the play. He would assume some type of illegal tackle or face mask.
Tackle on a few more yards there.
Referees figuring out what they would like to do here.
I feel like the referees are a little bit warmer than us.
They horse collar tackle as he.
But a nice play call. You had motion. Off that motion, looked like they were going to go with a screen to the motion man on the outside, and you had Deuce Everett streaking across the middle.
This is the deepest Sterling has been in Willingboro territory all night. Inside the 30, 1st and 10. Mayhew tries to get the left side. He'll dive ahead to about the 24 and a gain of about 4.
Well, you could make things interesting here, no doubt, with a score. Because if you score and somehow you're able to get an onside kick, you're going to get the onside kick in pretty good field position. So stranger things have happened.
4 minutes, 12 seconds and counting. It's a 2nd down and 6. Potts from the shotgun. Rolls right, gets the pass off, overthrows his intended receiver. That was Everett. That stops the clock with 4:02 remaining.
No, not a bad play on 2nd down, just getting rid of it. Don't chance it, don't force anything. You still have 2 downs to work with here, obviously in 4-down territory.
3rd down and 6. Sterling needs to get to about the 19-yard line. 4:02 remaining in the game. Sterling trailing at 14-0. As Kevin mentioned, they need a touchdown and they need an onside kick. Potts is back. He's going for the end zone. Jump ball knocked down on a real nice defensive play. Knocked down on the play by Wright. 4th down in the game here as it's 4th and 6 with 3:49 remaining.
Yeah, Willingboro had everybody back, and
it's 4th down and 6, 3:43 remaining. 4th and 6. This is to keep Sterling alive. Potts looking. He's rolling. Gets the pass off. A man wide open. It's a 1st down. Cutting it back ahead and still moving on his feet inside of 15 on a nice catch there by Deuce Everett, the sophomore. Clock running, guys. They'll reset it. 1st and 10 from the 13. 3 wide outs to the far side. Potts is back. He rolls right. He looks right. Not a lot there. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll run out of bounds. Stop the clock with 3:19 remaining, and they're going to be at about the 5-yard line.
And the advantage in this situation where you have everybody back, you were kind of in a prevent defense, and only having a 3-man rush on the defensive line is that Potts is able to roll out. And I think that's where he's most effective, when he can roll out and he has the option of throwing or running.
2nd and 4. They can get a 1st down at about the 3-yard line. Ball is fumbled. Good luck with this one. the middle of the pile. Does Willingboro have it? They come away with it. The referee is running with it. I believe this ball is live and pushed out of bounds on the play by Toussaint. Somehow Willingboro, I don't know how, came away with the ball. The referee says he's going to give it to Willingboro at the 39, and that's going to do it for this game.
Wow, what a tough way to end things, especially with Sterling having a little glimmer of hope, moving the ball down the field. And the only thing I could think of when there was a pile, everybody was bunched together, is nobody had possession of the ball. Because if somebody had possession and it was stopped, even if the defender had it, there would be lack of forward progress and the play would be blown dead. But apparently, nobody had control of the ball.
And the referee was right there. You saw him running with them. So he saw the play the whole way. So as we move a little to the right, it's going to be 1st and 10 Willingboro from about the 39-yard line of Sterling. And I guess if you're Willingboro, you can just say you survived this one.
Sure.
It wasn't pretty from either team.
Well, that's the case. Willingboro will likely play Haddon Heights or Nottingham, and either of those teams will be coming to Willingboro, as Willingboro is the number 2 seed.
And as that's going to be a loss of a yard, clock's going to stop as timeout is called. They don't post it on the board, so I'm not sure. 2nd and 11. The big man, and why not? He's going to get out to the 34-yard line, and Sterling will stop the clock. High snap. Abney gets by 1, pushes ahead, and the rugby scrum is on, and that will do it, as they'll be able to run out the clock as we have 2:42 remaining. Sterling is unable to stop it the rest of the way, so once they set the chains, the clock will continue to move. And now we're having somebody hurt right in the middle of the pile there. I believe that's Jumbo again. So again, Jumbo down, and again, we want to thank everyone. We want to thank Sheree did camera tonight. Want to thank Nick for doing camera, John announcing with us. Want to thank Andrew, who, again, also want to thank Willingboro. They did a great job of helping us out here. Direct snap to Abney. Abney pushes ahead as we will get ready for what we hope will be a very interesting week in playoffs for the soccer teams. Girls team Tuesday, 2 o'clock live. Boys Monday, 2 o'clock live, trying to go to the South Jersey Championship games with wins. So we reached the 2-minute mark and some change here in this game.
That would also be very exciting to see. Hopefully those teams go to the finals, be the first time also for me as a broadcaster any of Sterling's teams to go to a finals.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Anytime in any sport you can get there. See what happens. Still have to win a game to get there. 2nd and 6. And that is going to do it. Is going in to score is Nasir Abney. So Abney on the touchdown.
Well, he's done it all night and had to be around 100 yards, but got a lot of hard-fought yards throughout this game and is rewarded with a touchdown, and rightfully so. This kid's had a tremendous game.
Sterling has had no answer for that young man all night. 20-0 with 1:40 remaining here in this season for Sterling. As Willingboro knows they, with a win tonight, are advancing on to host a game against either Haddon Heights or Nottingham. Those two teams will play tomorrow. Going for 2 now is Willingboro. Rolling to his right, looking, almost nice play there. A nice tackle. Sorry, thought he might have had a horse collar. That was Toussaint on the tackle. They're one of the best teams year in and year out in South Jersey. A lot of teams kryptonite for sure. Here's Potts. Potts tried to put the brakes on and slipped. He's covered on the play there by Nasir. They do a great job of helping us out. Potts is going to somehow get this ball away. Has a man there. Try and pick it up. Again, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make sure I congratulate Potts when I see him in the hallway. Again, not necessarily a quarterback, was thrown on the spot, plays offense, plays defense, does everything you would want for a coach.
Yeah, he said he'll play whatever position a team wants him to play, did the best he could. But that's a tough spot to be put in. If there's ever a tough position to learn in your senior year at the varsity level, it's quarterback. There's just so much going on, so much that you're responsible for, and it takes time. And as a senior, if you're doing it for the first time, you don't have that time.
He's done a heck of an effort. He's going to try and throw one here. Let's see if he can get one off. He does. Nice ball, and it was dropped. He had it right in the hands of J.J. Berry, the sophomore, but I'm assuming as there's a flag down, as I'm assuming one of the hands up in front was the problem, is holding is going to be the call. And Potts wanted that throw. That was right there.
Yeah.
A perfect spiral. Second down, and what are we looking at? About 27. Potts down the middle, and that's dropped, as it should have been picked off there, intercepted, but dropped on the play by Campbell. 1:16 remaining in the game. This is also known as the game that will never end.
Yeah. Well, hey, guys, we haven't talked about, I know obviously, rightfully so, we're talking about a lot of the things related to Sterling, but give credit to Willingboro.
Yeah.
Tough late season loss to Haddon Heights and bouncing back and taking care of business in this first round playoff game.
Third down, and we'll call it 26. Potts back again. And off the hands of Everett. 1:10 to play here in the game. 4th and 25. David Mortimer, I know, check that. In the game there, that's Reddick next to quarterback. Oh, no, that is 73. That's David Mortimer, 73. He's a freshman.
Okay. I know they have, we talked about some of the younger players that haven't had an impact, but there's definitely going to be a battle for some of these positions left open from the seniors leaving.
Incomplete. And now it's just a matter of Willingboro kneeling it down with 1:04 remaining here in this season for Sterling. Again, Willingboro will host a playoff game. I would assume they'll play next Friday. They'll get Haddonfield or Nottingham. That game is being played tomorrow. If they can keep Abney healthy,
yeah.
I mean, we've seen him 2 games now. Sterling couldn't stop him. They just killed themselves with penalties.
No question about it. I mean, without the penalties, Sterling probably wouldn't have been in this game as long as they were.
It'd be nice if the clock started. It does finally start. We're under a minute to go in this game. Okay, we want to thank Dan Harris and his staff. They've been quite welcoming to us, everyone associated with this program.
Yep.
Again, I want to thank the tech crew, again, Sheree, John up here, Nick joined us up here. Andrew Kane drove here with his laptop to try and help us out as best he could. It's a team effort.
Yep.
Thank Mr. Schulz, Mr. Strauss for all their extra time with the program as well, as this will be your last snap of the season. So congratulations to Willingboro. They win it by a score of 20-0 as Sterling not able to get any offense going. Kevin, final thoughts before we close it tonight.
Yeah, it's just a tough way to end it, but a team that was shorthanded by injuries battled all they could, and ultimately I think you could say they lost to a better team, especially tonight.
John, final thoughts.
Sterling, great job defensively, just unable to get anything going on offense, and that's the main part that we've been talking about throughout this game was, could Sterling get anything clicking on offense? Unfortunately, they got a little bit sometimes the offense to click, but nothing to really get the offense going and scoring touchdowns.
Well, that's going to do it for the football season. Again, hopefully we'll see you Monday and Tuesday, 2 o'clock games in what should be the semifinal games at home. For Kevin Schulz and John Hall with the rest of the crew, I'm Mr. K. Talk to you next time.
All right.